If you're a business owner over the age of 30, you need to author and sell your own book. Look at my screen. So, this is the book .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. You either heard of this book or you've heard of this man. He's one of the best marketers in the world. This book, when they first published it, their company only had 10,000 paying users back in 2015. Then they released this book in 2015. Within a year, they went to over 100,000 customers, and their only form of marketing was this book. And it sold eventually over 400,000 copies. It's no longer as popular, but they followed up with a second book. This one sold over 200,000 copies, and ClickFunnels basically became the household name for funnels. Even older people now, they'll say ClickFunnel when referring to a sales funnel. So they're not the only ones though. Other people have done book funnels. Like this one's more modern, sell like crazy. This one sold over 100,000 copies. This one came out in 2019. And these funnels, there's when you have a book, right, like this, and you do a book funnel, it has a long form sales page, and you sell the book for $9.95 or $19.95. The goal is not to make a profit off of that. We actually still can at least break even or have a small profit off of the book because there will be order bumps and upsells for like an audiobook version costs extra, or there'll be an upsell for some course, mini course, or whatever it is. And then after they buy the book, they can book a call, or they can, in the case of ClickFunnels, they have their actual SaaS product. I mean, people are paying them. Their pricing now is like 100, 200, 300 a month. So just imagine people are paying for this book, and then they buy your software. Now you're making profit off of that. You're going to get speaking engagements. Your brand awareness, brand affinity is going up. Millions of people around the world, the United States, are going to know who you are and know what you look like. That's powerful. And this is ideal when you're trying to scale to 8 or 9 figures. This is what you need. Eventually, at some point, like, doing SEO, paid ads, whatever, it's just gonna reach a plateau. And so when you do a book funnel, and you can even do multiple, as you saw with ClickFunnels, they came up with a second one that did really well. You're gonna scale. You're gonna solidify yourself as like a living legend, quite literally. Even this book funnel here, it sold over 100,000 copies. This is from a marketing agency, right? Much like my own, but I'm more specialized. And, everybody's heard of this guy. They built a super huge brand after this book came out. And the key when doing a book funnel, right? You want your company to already have some level of success. You don't have to be like this $10+ million a year company, but you should have at least some experience and obviously some success that comes with it. And from there, you'll be able to put your wins and failures into that book, and people will just love it. We will love it. Like these book funnels, they just consistently do well. I recently launched one for one of my own clients. He's the finance niche as a licensed professional, so he's much more limited in what he can say. And ad platforms, they are much more strict with anyone in the finance niche. But his is already an Amazon bestseller. It's doing really well. So don't think you can't do a book funnel just because you can't write or you don't know how shipping will work. Print on demand, baby. They'll print it and ship it for you. Everything will be fully automated. The transactions will be integrated with an API, which if you don't know what it is, don't worry about it. It's an integration. It'll just be fully automated. You don't have to worry about a warehouse or something like that. It's amazing. And then after you sell them the book, we can call them, email them, text them. We even have their address. We can mail them more things. It's amazing. And in terms of like writing a book, which is the biggest barrier for people, you can use AI. Simply what I'm doing now is talking to you, and a transcript of this video will be generated, and I can feed that to the AI. And just every day you can talk for 10 minutes, 20 minutes if you want. That's boom, that becomes a chapter in your book or half a chapter. And you just do that over and over. And if you just talk once a day and give the transcript, that's going to be like 1 chapter a day. You do that for 30 days, you got 30 chapters. That's a book. That's probably even more than what you need. So yeah, if you have any questions about a book funnel, let me know. You can send me an email, alex@yourscalesource.com, or book a paid consultation with me. Bye.